How about a cup of coffee, pretty lady?
Coming right up.
Say, what happened to that fat old geezer that used to run this place? What was his name?
Daddy.
Whoops.
Yeah, still not a turn off the ladies, huh, McCoy?
Hackett! Hey, you old prop wash,
Hey,
you.
guy.
How are you?
Ah, you know me, still flying, still lying. Helen Chapel, Danny McCoy.
Hi, Helen. I'm guessing you're a Sagittarius.
I'm guessing you're not a high school graduate.
Yeah, you better bail out, Danny. About to crash and burn. So what's going on with you, gang?
I'm flying for an Air Express company now. How about you?
Ah, I'm flying a hot little Cessna 402. Got a little commuter operation here that my brother actually owns and was kind enough to give me a job on. Danny McCoy, this is my brother Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Great. Boy, seeing you was really weird. A couple of weeks ago, I was in St. Croix and I ran into your ex-wife.
I hope you were in your car at the time.
So Carol, huh?
Yeah, she looked great. Here's a news flash for you. Remember that guy Carol left you for?
Vaguely.
She dumped him, too.
Really?
I can't believe you're so calm. That jerk stole your wife.
Hey, man, it's no big deal. I mean, I stole Carol from Joe, and we both laugh about it, right, Joe? Yeah. It's all ancient history. It's a mere footnote in the book of Brian Hackett's life. A vastly entertaining volume, by the way. I just couldn't put it down, says Judith Kranz.
I couldn't keep it down, says Joe Hackett.
Speaking of the dry heaves, how is Carol?
Am I sensing a certain history here?
That woman lived to humiliate me. She did a pretty good job on these guys, too.
And well, I'll say one thing for her. She taught me one of the great lessons in life. Chasing women sure beats catching them.
Yeah, you're better off without Carol. Let her move to London.
Carol's moving to London?
First the Blitz, now this. Haven't those people suffered enough?
Said she got a job over there. She's packing up and leaving the 24th, I think.
24th, that's today, huh?
Well, better shove off. Looks like the fog's rolling in.
Hey, take it easy, Danny.
Hackett?
Hey, gang.
I'll call you. We'll raise some hell.
Betcha.
Listen, babe, sorry about that crack about your father.
Yeah, for a moment there, I thought we were going to grow old together. But you grew old real quick.
Snag!
Well, what do you know? Another guy ground to dust by the Carol machine.
Yeah.
Man, are we lucky to be rid of that woman.
Yeah, right? Let her go off to England and wreak havoc on the men of the British Empire.
Boy, is she gonna be disappointed when she finds out Big Ben is a clock. Sure you're okay?
Okay. I'm great. Why wouldn't I be? The woman means nothing to me. I can't even remember what her face looks like. I'm gonna sit here quietly, forget the rest of her.
Fran, what are you doing?
Trying to get a little information on a passenger who's flying to London.
That's against regulation.
No, Faye! This is love.
Well, I love you too, but rules are rules.
No, you don't understand, Faye. I've got to get in touch with Carol. This might be my last chance to win her back. Ah! Here she is.
You're a naughty boy.
Oh, there, you happy? Oh, look at that, Faye. Carol Hackett, St. Croix to Miami, Miami to... Oh, my God. Oh, my God, she's got a 4-hour layover in Boston. Do you know what that means?
Yes, your travel agent should be flogged.
No, this is a sign, a signal that she wants me to try to contact her, so I'm going to leave a message at the gate in Boston for her. Hello? Yes, I want to leave a message for a passenger arriving from Miami. Yes, that's right. Her name is Carol Hackett. Yes. The message is, meet me at the top of the Prudential Building tonight, 8 o'clock. I'll be there. Brian. Yes, top of the Pru. Right. Thanks. Ow!
What's going on?
Hey, great news, Joe. Great news. Carol is stopping in Boston on her way to London.
What?
Yeah, it's starting to all fit together, huh? Subconsciously, she's hoping she'll bump into me.
Are you out of your mind? 5 minutes ago, we agreed she was poisoned.
Yeah, but that was the old Carol. She's changed since then.
Brian, this is a really stupid idea.
It is not stupid.
You're the guy that sits in the park and lets pigeons eat popcorn out of his mouth. Well, even he'd think it's a stupid idea.
Now, assuming that I buy any of this for a second, which I don't, why are you going to the Prudential Building? Why don't you just meet her at the airport?
Well, she's got to make an effort, too. I don't want to seem desperate.
No chance of that.
Yes. I see what's happening here. I see. You're feeling a little jealous that Carol and I are getting back together.
Are you kidding? I am over her. I never want to see her again as long as I live, and then some.
Hey, suit yourself, buddy, but if I don't get out of here in 45 minutes, I'll never make it. We've got to get a flight in the air.
Wait, Brian, aren't you forgetting? The plane is broken.
Oh, no. Ah! Well, Lowell will take care of it, right? Lowell's a great mechanic. Lowell can fix anything.
Somebody give me a hand. My shirt's caught in my zipper.
Lowell sure does move slow for someone who doesn't belong to a union. If I'm not out of here in 10 minutes, I'm gonna miss Carol.
Hackett, you got what's coming to you. She wouldn't have walked out on you in the first place if you'd performed your husbandly duties with any degree of competence.
This from a man who rents his relationships from a video store. Oh, man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I'm not gonna make it. I gotta go.
Now,
Gotta go.
Brian,
I gotta
Brian,
go.
no, don't be so impatient. You've got to relax, learn to live in the here and now. Now, listen to me. I remember once when I was a stewardess, we were snowbound in Butte, Montana, without any money or change of clothes. But I didn't cry into my beer. No, I made the best of it. I met 3 new friends. I wove a basket out of an old lawn chair. I became an honorary Sioux Indian.
Haven't you ever had a bad day?
No, not yet, but I bet you'll be there when I do.
Oh, tell me you got good news.
Okay. Finally got Lowell's shirt out of his zipper.
No, the plane.
Sorry, Chief. You're gonna have to cancel our last
Oh,
flight.
no. How am I gonna see Carol?
If you ask me, it's all for the best.
Joe, you always say it's all for the best. How can everything always be for the best? When the Patriots lost the Super Bowl, you said, well, it's all for the best. When Aunt Fern broke her hip, you said, well, it's all for the best. Is everything for the best? Is the hole in the ozone for the best?
Well, it has made us more aware of the environment.
Announcing final boarding for Aeromass Flight 160 to Boston.
Hey, Roy, how about getting me on the next flight to Boston?
I thought you said you'd die before you took one of my flights.
No, I said I'd die on one of your flights, but that's an old story. Just get me a ticket.
Well, let me check and see if you have a reservation. Weisenheimer. I don't seem to have you here, Mr. L-Mouth Weisenheimer.
Here. Take my wallet, take all the cash in it, take the credit cards, take it all. Just get me a ticket.
Sorry, I'm book solid. It's all that overflow business from Sandpiper. Oh, I love irony.
That's it. It's over. I'm doomed. Everything bad in the world always happens to me.
Plane's fixed.
That's it. See, all you have to do is keep a positive attitude.
All right, we can get on our last flight to Boston.
It's a miracle. It's divine intervention. It's a sign from God that he wants Carol and me to be together.
I just heard from the man upstairs.
You just talked to the man upstairs?
Yeah, Frank.
God's name is Frank.
No, you see... Yes, that's right, Lowell.
What did he say?
We're fogged in. The airport's shut down.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Don't be so formal. Call him Frank.
Come on, Brian. Sit down right here and relax. You gave it your best shot. You thought of everything short of swimming. You've got to forget about her.
You don't understand, Joe. Do you know how it feels to lose a woman like that?
No. I know how it feels to lose that exact woman.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, then you of all people should know what I'm talking about. I don't want to blow it this time.
Brian, you got to trust me. She's no good for you.
Well, see, that's the crazy part. I know what kind of woman she is. I still want her. Kind of pathetic, huh?
What's even more pathetic is that you've dreamed up this whole crazy romantic scenario in your head. Did you really think she was going to meet you on the top of a building like in some corny movie?
Oh, you really don't think she's going to show up, do you?
Let it go, Brian.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Hey, Joe, I think I need to be alone for a few minutes, okay?
Okay. I I understand. And Brian...
Joe, please don't say it's all for the best.
Okay. Brian, I know you want to be alone, but could you hand me that clipboard there? It's the second one from the left. Look, Brian, I know you're upset, but you... Lowell! What are you doing here?
Brian paid me $20 to sit in this chair and not say a word. Oops.
Where's Brian? Oh, no!
I don't believe it. Somebody's trying to take off in this soup.
It's my idiot brother.
Oh, Brian!
Isn't that romantic? Winging his way through the fog, hastening to the bosom of the woman of his dreams.
Oh, it reminds me, I gotta stop by the video store on the way home. I don't ever remember a fog like this one.
This is pretty thick, all right, Roy. But it's not what I'd call a great fog. I've been in some great ones. November '82, great fog. April '84, great fog. July '87.
Let me guess. Great fog.
No, but the next month, great fog.
Logan Tower says Brian just landed in Boston.
This is the stupidest thing Brian has ever done. And he once painted me blue.
As I recall, you did some pretty foolish things when you were chasing after Carol.
Me?
How about walking your dog around her block for 6 hours just so you could casually run into her as she left her home?
Oh, yeah. Last couple hours, I had to carry Ranger on my shoulders.
Good news, folks. The fog is lifting and Aeromass Flight 160, comfort service to Boston, will be boarding momentarily.
Well, I gotta go.
Where are you going?
To fulfill my mission in life. Every time Carol lays waste to one of you Hackett boys, I have to pick up the pieces.
You're going to the Prudential building?
Joe, Carol is not gonna show up. Brian's gonna be left there devastated.
Well, I don't think it'll be that bad.
Oh, no. Remember how you felt when she broke up with you? You cried on my shoulder for 2 weeks. My skin's still a little pruny.
You want some company?
Joe, that's very sweet of you.
Hey, Brian would do the same for me. Well, I'll go anyway. Hey, Roy, we need a couple of seats on your next flight to Boston.
Gee, guys, I'm all sold out. Why don't you fly your own plane? Oh, that's right. Someone stole it. Where's my head?
Dude, we gotta get on that flight. What are we gonna do?
Just follow my lead. Hi, I'm Luann, and this is my husband, Herb. Woo, look at there, we're gonna be sitting right behind him on the plane. Isn't that great? I hope y'all like to talk. We just love to talk. You know, Herb's in insurance, and I just found the Lord.
And you know, the Lord wants you to buy more insurance.
You know, Edward, I wouldn't mind spending one more night on the island.
I'll go exchange the tickets.
Hey, kid, are you still waiting?
Afraid so.
Listen, now, don't worry. She'll be here. I know about these things.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. I've seen it all up here. This place is a never-ending panorama of humanity. The heartache, the joy, the drama, the tears. I've even had to use this baby a couple of times.
Really? How long you been working here?
Oh, I don't work here.
Oh, boy. Okay, look, Joe, I know you're upset that I took the plane. I know that, but I just could not let this opportunity to see Carol slip by without even trying. And you'll be happy to know that she never showed. So if you guys came here to gloat, then you could gloat all you want to.
Brian, we didn't come here to gloat. But what the heck, as long as we're here.
Don't listen to him, Brian. We're here because we care about you.
That's right. We were really concerned about you.
Well, Joe, everything happened the way you called it. I just feel lousy. I just want to go back.
To Nantucket?
No, to the womb. Well, Cal should be taking off for London about now. Boy, silly me. You know, I thought I was irresistible.
Oh, sorry. Reflex. You know, one thing I wanted to know, why'd you have to meet her here? What's so special about this place?
This is where we had our first date.
Well, in that case, the Prudential has a special meaning for me, too.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Well, your first date with Carol was the same night she dumped me. Maybe later we could all swing by the movie theater where I waited all night for Carol to show up.
Well, this is turning into a loser's tour of Boston. We could stop by one of my old haunts, the South Bay Fudge Factory. You know, I was their best customer. For Christmas, they made a life-size statue of me made out of taffy. Ate it in half an hour.
Well, let's go.
Brian? Brian Hackett?
Yeah?
These are for you.
Wow, what's going on?
Some lady named Carol gave them to me.
Wow, Carol, really?
She was running late at the airport, so she gave me $30 to hightail these over here. She had a message for you, too. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, yeah.
She said, our time together was beautiful. I treasure every moment we shared.
She say anything else?
You'll always be special to me.
Wow, really?
You always can make me laugh. Every time I think of you, I smile.
You're just saying that.
No, I mean it.
Do you?
Would I ever lie to you? Excuse me. This is kind of personal. Do you mind?
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's just that I used to go out with you, too.
It's okay, really. They can stay.
She also mentioned something about wanting to kiss you.
Wow, really?
You have to shell out big bucks for a kiss.
No. It's okay, I'll take your word for it. Is that it?
As much as it hurts, I have to move on.
She said that, huh?
No, I said that. I got to get back to my cab.
Oh. Is there more?
What? No tip? $1. I think I know why Carol left you.
Well, wait. You never even told me your name.
Luther. Luther Talbot. Remember me fondly.
Well, Brian, at least she was thinking of you. You have that.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, the sky's clearing up.
Yeah, you can see the stars.
Yeah. Looks so peaceful. Yeah, it's like a large cloud has been lifted from all our lives.
Of course it is. Carol's finally gone.
It's okay, Joe, you can say it.
Maybe it's for the best.
Carol? Oh. Carol, I knew you'd come. I knew you'd come back.
Well, you're one up on me. I had no idea I'd be here. That's why I sent the cab driver with the flowers.
Yeah, Luther. Oh, great guy. I think we're engaged. If we can get past the racial thing. Hey. Bet you feel pretty silly now, huh? Look who showed up.
Gee, Joe, this is an unexpectedly awkward moment.
Yeah, but thank God it's uncomfortable. The only reason I'm here is because I thought you wouldn't be. I figured Brian might need someone to make sure he got home safe and sound.
You know, Joe, once a crossing guard, always a crossing guard.
Well, Carol. I guess I'm the last person on earth you expected to see here.
I'm sorry, do we know each other?
I'm Helen Chappell.
I'm sorry?
Please, don't tell me you don't know who I am. That's right. Last time you saw me, I was a little overweight.
I'm trying to
You
place
used
you,
to
but...
call me Fat the water rat.
Helen, apparently she...
Oh, of course she remembers who I was. I went to school with her for 8 years,
Helen,
for God's sake.
why don't we see what's out these
I
other
sat
windows?
right next to you in 4th grade. I'd do your homework and you'd give me your lunch.
I just can't believe you're here. Carol, I know this time we're really gonna make it work. No, really, and I...
Brian, before you go jumping to any conclusions, I'm still going to London. I have a job there. It's just when I got on the plane, I couldn't stop thinking of you standing here all by yourself.
But you're forgetting Luther and what we mean to each other.
You had no way of knowing I'd even get your message, but I knew you'd be here. I couldn't ignore a gesture like that.
A gesture like that? What about your gesture?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, flying to London from Miami, stopping in Boston, it's not exactly a direct flight. I mean, why else would you want to come here other than to see me?
To say goodbye to my parents?
Hey, do they still have that three-legged blind chihuahua?
Lucky? Yeah. Well, look, Brian, I better go. I think I can still catch the late flight. We should have kissed like that more often.
Guess I was always too busy trying to swallow your tonsils. Look, we can't let it end like this. You gotta come back to Nantucket with me. I'm not looking for a commitment or anything like that. Just give it 40 or 50 years, and then if things don't work out, I'll pop your teeth back in and off you go.
Well, maybe it's worth a try.
Okay. Hey, guys, Carol is coming back to the island with us.
No kidding. Isn't that great?
Your father used to run that little ice cream parlor on Federal Street, right?
Yes.
Well, that was practically my second home. Of course, now I know that I only overeat because I'm nervous or anxious about something.
Helen.
Oh, you remember? You pushed me down on the sidewalk because I spilled hot fudge all over your new dress.
Give it up, Helen.
I'm hungry. Is anybody hungry? Haven't you got anything to eat back here? Some peanuts or some crackers?
Relax, will you? It's only a 40-minute flight.
Maybe one of those pre-moistened towelettes, you know, with the lemon scent. I could just sort of suck on it.
Oh, would you look at that moon? Isn't it beautiful?
Ah, well. Would you look at the three of us?
You know, there was a time when I didn't think I'd be speaking to either of you again.
Joe, about that time when Brian and I, well, you know.
You mean when you dumped me and ran off with Brian?
Oh, you do remember.
Don't worry, Carol. It was 6 years ago. I don't even think about it anymore.
Well, can I say I'm sorry?
I think you just did. So, I guess you're gonna be needing a place to stay.
Oh, I'll find a room.
Well, don't be silly. You can move in with us. Joe can move out for a few days.
Oh, no, I don't want to inconvenience anybody.
Well, how about Helen? She's got an extra bedroom.
That's okay, really. I feel a little uncomfortable staying with strangers. There are plenty of guest houses on the island. I'll be fine.
I got packets of roasted almonds. Found it right between the seats.
Morning, Helen. What you got there?
None of your business.
Looks like you crushed up a bag of Oreos and poured milk over them.
I'm all out of oat bran, okay?
Are you upset about something?
I'm not upset about anything. I'm just trying to have a little breakfast here, and if I hear one more word out of you, I'm gonna cram this friggin' bowl down your throat.
You know, for a second there, she sounded just like my late wife.
Where's Helen?
Trust me, Lowell, you don't want to know.
Yes, I do.
I think it's one of those woman things. God, I'm tired of those.
You're tired of them? You're tired of those woman things? Roy, are you telling me that you're a woman dressed up like a man?
What did you say?
And a hearing loss to boot. You've got a lot on your plate, my friend.
Are you stark raving mad?
Fiery wench. Guys love that.
You stay away from me.
Relax, Roy. My wife would kill me if she caught me cheating on her.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Brian, how's the flight?
Routine. The controls seemed a little sluggish at first, but then some fat guy fell out and everything was fine.
Very funny.
Hey, Joe, I promised I would take Carol on a picnic over at Sconset Light. But in order to do that, you gotta take my next flight from me. Huh?
Sounds like you guys are getting along pretty well, huh?
We're doing great. It's like a fresh start. So what do you say? Do it, please, 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 please.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Ah, great! I just gotta dash out and get some goodies. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I love you! Mwah.
I've got to start paying closer attention around here.
Good God, Helen, what are you doing?
I'm having a little snack.
Ever since Carol came back, you've done nothing but eat, eat, eat. Helen, look at yourself. You got pie all over your face.
Oh, God. I'm letting this woman affect me. I've reverted back to my old self-destructive eating habits. Take that away from me.
Good for you.
I don't want to see that anymore. Done pigging out. Thanks, Joe. Lowell, did you get the pizza?
It's out in the pickup. You want me to get it?
No, no, no. Bring it out to the hangar. There's too many prying eyes around here.
Right.
And whatever you do, don't let Joe see you.
Don't worry about Joe. He's got other things on his mind.
Am I disturbing anything?
Carol. No, come in. I was just straightening up my desk.
Still neat as a pin, huh?
Well, hey, I'm getting better. I mean, you see that stapler? In the old days, that would have to have been at a 90-degree angle. Now it's about 82, and it doesn't bother me at all. So, going on a picnic, huh?
Joe, I hope all of this hasn't been too difficult for you.
You mean seeing you and Brian together? No, it's okay. I'm happy for you two. I mean, it took me a while, but I finally realized it's not going to work between you and me, and if it's not going to work... Carol? Carol. No. Oh, yeah, this can't happen. You came back for Brian.
I know I did. But all of a sudden, all these feelings for you came welling up inside me. I didn't plan this, Joe. I'm as surprised as you are.
I doubt it. We should be ashamed of ourselves. I mean, Brian is out buying bread and cheese and, I don't know, those little smoked oysters maybe.
I hope he doesn't get those little smoked oysters. I don't like those, do you?
Not much. Well, sometimes you get the right kind. I like the ones that...
Joe, we've got to stop this right now before it goes any further.
I couldn't agree more. What am I doing?
Joe! Stop feeling so guilty. I'm partly to blame here, too.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I'm sure you just tripped, fell, and landed on my lips. Could happen to anyone.
I'm sorry. Are you still angry with me?
Furious.
Oh.
Hey, guys! Guys! Come here, Brian. Hey. I'm your desk. My desk?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just polishing it.
Ah, it's so nice and shiny, Mom would have been proud.
Oh, I don't know.
Hi there. Hey, I got a can of those little smoked oysters I know you like so much.
Oh, yum, yum.
Hey, Joe, I want to thank you for what you did.
I didn't do anything. Why would I do something?
Come on, you took my flight for me, and I appreciate it.
Oh, that, right, yeah. Hey, anytime. Which reminds me, I gotta go do my free flight. My free flight. I gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, Carol, you got a paperclip on your back.
Night, Joe. And thanks again for letting me work at Sandpiper Air.
You're welcome, Faye, but you don't have to say that to me every night. You've got the job.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'd like a dental plan. I'm kidding. Sorta.
Good night.
Well, she's all locked up, Joe. Just catch the front door on your way out.
Okay, Lowell, good night.
Everything okay, Joe?
Well, actually, I've got a little problem, but hey, everyone has problems.
Not like yours. Listen, Joe, if you and Brian want to date each other, well, it's your own business. But before you give up on the fairer sex, give Roy a call. A nicer gal you won't find anywhere.
Lowell just gave me a really weird look.
How could you tell? Hey, what are you doing here? I thought you went to dinner with Carol.
I just dropped her off. She said she did something to her back today.
Yeah, that can happen.
Joe, I want you to know how much I appreciate you being such a great sport about all this.
Brian, listen, there's something I've got to...
Joe. If Carol and I do get back together, maybe we can add a room onto the house.
Brian, listen to me.
Eventually we'll have to move into something a little bigger once the little ones start arriving. Kind of like a girl.
Brian,
Wait,
please.
what do you think? What do you think about names? What do you think about names? I'm kind of partial to Doral Dean. There'll be like 6 other Doral Deans in her class.
Brian,
how about
you
Dean
shut up
or-
for God's sake. Brian, Carol made a pass at me today.
I don't believe you.
Brian, it's true. And what's worse is I passed back.
Well, that part I believe. Oh, boy. Oh, this must be real sweet for you, huh? Yeah, couldn't wait to take your revenge, could you? So when did you start planning this? When you heard that she was coming back to Nantucket, or didn't it occur to you until you saw that I was happy?
That's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
Brian, Carol made the first move.
Now you shut up.
Look, 6 years ago, she left me and went after you. 6 months ago, she left you and went after some other guy. Why is it so hard to believe?
Because it's different this time. I know it is.
Brian, I just don't want to see you get hurt again.
Hey, if you don't want to get hurt, you stay away from her.
Brian!
Hello, Carol.
What do you want? Helen, isn't it?
Very good. Aren't you gonna invite me in?
Thank you. What do you want?
No! The question is, what do you want? Haven't you screwed up the Haggard boy's life enough for one lifetime?
Have you been drinking?
I've had 4 glasses of Chianti with my spaghetti, and I had 3 helpings of that, if you must know.
Well, that would explain that attractive spaghetti sauce stain on your sweater, then.
Oh, yeah, I accidentally bounced a meatball off my left breast.
I want you to leave.
Well, the feeling is mutual. Where do you get off not remembering who I am? We were in every school production together. You were always the star of the show, and I played the cello down in the pit. That isn't a metaphor for something. You even signed my yearbook.
I'll never forget you, love, Carol. That's you? You were the fat little cellist down in the pit.
Yes, that was me. You remember? So how you been?
So that's what this is all about. Oh, yes, I remember. You always hated me because Brian and Joe were interested in me and not you.
You're crazy. There was plenty of other reasons to hate you.
But that was the big one, wasn't it? And apparently things haven't changed. Oh, it must be so frustrating for you. I mean, in one day, I have the boys falling all over each other, something you haven't been able to accomplish in 10 years.
Ah, but you remember me now!
Hey, Carol! Hey!
What is going on here?
She's drunk.
You've been drinking, Helen?
I had a little wine with dinner.
Now, what is all this about?
Well, look who's asking the questions. I could ask you a real doozy, lover boy. And so could your brother, if he knew.
I've already told Brian. What do you know about it?
Oh, I saw you two pawing each other. I bet you never guessed there would be someone sitting in those lockers eating pizza. She was all over him like syrup on pancakes. Ooh, that sounds good. Does this place have room service? I'll go check.
How could you do this to me?
Brian, I am so sorry if I hurt you. It's just, I feel like I'm being torn apart. I mean, half of me wants you and all the craziness that goes with you, but the other half wants Joe, so strong and solid.
You can have the half of her that cooks.
How can you joke about this?
Because it's what I do.
This isn't fair to either one of you. I have to make a decision. I know that. Could you just give me a minute, because I can't think straight.
We'll know soon enough, eh?
Would you listen to yourself? She's in there deciding which one of us she's gonna pick, like we're a couple of melons on a fruit stand. Well, I'm taking myself out of the running. If you have any dignity at all, you'll do the same.
Dignity was never my strong suit.
Look what she is doing to us, Brian. The last time she came between us, we didn't speak for 6 years. Now, I don't want that to happen again. Do you?
No.
One of us has been upfront with you. One of us has told you the truth. And only one of us really cares about you.
Just my luck it's you. Oh, you're right. Oh, this woman is poison to us.
Pure strychnine. We're men, Brian.
Oh.
Let's act like men.
Right you are, Joseph. As far as she's concerned, we're not interested.
Well, there's no gracious way to do this, so, I picked Brian.
Yes, all right, yes.
Melons, Brian, melons.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, Carol. I'm not interested.
I see. And what about you, Joe? Are you rejecting me too?
Joe. Joe, she's talking to you.
What is wrong with you? You're as bad as I am.
You're right. Let's face it. Neither one of us has the prunes to break up with her. It's gonna have to be a team effort.
We have to tell her that we can't see her anymore. Let's do it.
Carol, we can't see you anymore.
Yeah, you're no good for us.
What's going on?
Oh, sure, we had some great times together. And those will always be cherished memories for us.
You remember the first time we saw her?
Our hearts skipped a beat.
Now's the time to say goodbye. We're breaking up with you, Carol.
And please, don't try to stop us. Goodbye, Carol.
Goodbye, Carol.
Well, you both know what you're missing.
I knew it.
Helen, good news. They do have room service. Do you want to see the dessert menu?